I am Dr. Syed Khadiruddin Chishti and I am teaching physics to the BSc second year students. My today's topic is lattice directions and lattice planes. So we know very well about the lattice, that is the arrangement of the points, that is the array of the points, systematic arrangement of the points. Okay. Now, if I talk about the lattice planes, then when I draw one perpendicular or one plane which is passing through the lattice points, it is known as one plane. Similarly, there may be another plane drawn in this direction, third plane may be drawn in this direction, and all the planes can be drawn known as the lattice planes. We can also draw the planes here in this direction. These are also lattice planes. Now if I consider that this is the origin, and here is somewhere the point P, and I will draw a line starting from the point P, point O, and it will pass through the point P. It will give you the direction of the lattice direction. So here this point through which the first point through which the line is passing, it is the whole number integer. It is 0, 1. Suppose it is 2, 3, 4. It is x-axis. Here it is y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So the coordinates of the first whole number, that is 1 and 1, 1 comma 1, will give you the lattice directional coordinates. For example, x and y. Similarly, 1 and 1. Similarly, if there is another point here, and this point is suppose here at Q, and I am drawing a line passing through the Q, then the first set of the integer point will be here. Here it is 2 comma 1. So these coordinates are known as the H, K, and L, known as the indices. They are called as the indices, and moreover these indices are called as the Miller indices. So using the lattice planes and the lattice directions, we can calculate the Miller indices. And to calculate the Miller indices, what you have to do, you have to find first the intercepts. First find out the intercepts, that is the Miller indices. For example, I am having, this is x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. There are the lattice planes which are passing. First lattice plane, suppose here it is passing through 0, 1, 2a, and the another is passing through, suppose here 1b, and here it is suppose 1, 2, and 3, 3c. So these are the intercepts made by the lattice planes. These lines O, A, B, C, these lines are nothing but the lattice planes, and these planes are cutting the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis at 2a, 1b, and 3c. So what is the first step to find the Miller indices? Write down the coefficients of these lattice planes, intercepts, that is 2, 1, and 3. I am writing the intercepts 2, 1, and 3. Then take the reciprocal. Third step, take the reciprocals of these numbers, that is 1 by 2, comma 1 by 1 means 1, and 1 by 3. Then in the fourth step, take the least count and multiply by the least count to each number. That is, least count is 6. So if I multiply 1 by 2 into 6, 1 into 6 and 1 by 3 into 6, you will get here 3 comma 6 comma 2. So these are enclosed in a square bracket as 3, 6 and 2. They are called as the H, K and L, and these are called as the Miller indices. So this is the simplest method to calculate the Miller indices using the lattice planes, when the lattice planes are cutting the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now we can see the different families of the plane belonging to a cubic lattice. For example, if I consider this cubic lattice, here there is one x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. I am considering this plane. Now this plane has only one intercept, that is along the x-axis at 1a. So the Miller indices will be 1, 0, 0. It is one family. Then if I am having such type of intercepts along the x-axis also, y-axis also and z-axis, this one, then I am having the intercept 1, 1 and 1. Similarly, if I am having the diagonal plane, the diagonal plane, then its indices will be 1, 1 and 0. Diagonal means along this axis as well as along this axis. I am taking the plane and I am marking it. So it is known as. Now how to find the interplanar spacing? Means we know about the parallel planes of the lattice. Lattice having the different planes. So if I draw the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and these are the planes A, B, C, means BC is a plane, AB is a plane and AC is a plane. These planes are cutting the x-axis at point B, intercept is B, y-axis at C and z-axis at A. So here PA is the distance, means in the multiples of A we are having this distance as PA. Now we are having the distance along the y-axis as QB, where along the z-axis it is RC. P, Q and R are the integers. They are integers. Now I will find the distance of this plane from the center, that is ON. ON means distance from a particular point to that plane will be ON distance, and this distance is supposed D1. So this distance is called as the distance of the first plane from the origin. So I can use the Miller indices H, K and L and the interplanar distance A, B and C. So I will deduce the formula as D1 is equal to root over H square by A square plus K square by B square plus L square by C square. Similarly, on the opposite side of this ON, there is ON dash. It is D2, and D2 is at a distance of 2A, 2B and 2C. So I can write here D2 is equal to 1 upon H square H by 2A square, K square by 2B square and L square upon 2C square. Now if I subtract this distance, on one side it is D1, on the another side it is D2. So this D2 minus D1, this distance will give you the interplanar distance. So D2 minus D1, and if I consider that A equal to B equal to C, then here also it is A square, A square, A square and A square. So I will get the formula here as 1 upon H upon 2A square, K upon 2A square, L upon 2A square, and minus 1 upon root over H square by A square plus K square by B square plus L square by C square. So after solving it, you will get here A upon root over H square plus K square plus L square. Using this formula, we can find the interplanar distance.